We are the real nesters, the real nesters, the real nesters, and we at it again. We are like Batman and Robin, the dynamic duo, battling the haters with laughs and grins. We are here to entertain you. Hope you're enjoying the channel, cause we like you. We are the real nesters, the real nesters, the real nesters, and we at it again.
What's up, you guys? We are back again. You know what time it is, you know what day it is, and you know what we about to review. Married at First Sight. What's this season?
Season 14.
Season 14.
Season 13, episode 14.
Yeah. This is called Country Chaos. Yes, sir. We coming up to you live and direct. They just getting it started. You want to get it warmed up or what's cracking?
So basically, everybody's checking in with each other and they're packing to head on their trip, and everybody's in their car separately. And Bao and Johnny is not in a good space, but they still on the trip. Michaela and Zach not really in a good space, but they're going on the trip.
Yep.
Excuse me. And
Brett and Ryan.
Okay, so it got a little heated with them in the car.
She's trying to find out if he got another little young thing on the side.
Well, I'm proud of her because she finally said something. Because when Pastor Cal told her to speak up, she didn't.
Yeah.
So now I guess because they stuck in the car and he can't run.
Yeah.
She told him about what the sister said about somebody else might be occupying his mind.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, he didn't like that. You guys, y'all ever see that little meme of the dog who's like looking out the side eye? I said that's what he was doing the whole time. You gotta go watch it. Go watch it so y'all can see his eyes. He's like,
got him.
But ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna enjoy this show. We're gonna give y'all blow by blow, piece by piece, as we always do.
And we're gonna see you on the next episode. Boom. Action.
What's up, everybody? So we back with that blow by blow of what's going down on this couple retreat and everything. It's okay.
What's happening?
I hit the wrong button.
What's happening here?
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So everybody has arrived to their special places, and they were all having a good time and chit-chatting. And the group got together and did something really sweet for Brett. They bought her human cookies in the shape of a doggy bone, and they brought her sparklers so that they could kind of celebrate her doggy's life. In the meantime, and in between time, Bao was head chef, so she cooked dinner. Johnny, take note, she actually cooked dinner. And what's our guy name? Jose cooked the chicken on the grill. So they had like salad, pasta, and stuff. So they enjoyed their meal. They was outside chilling. They was asking how everybody was doing. Everybody said good, except for Johnny, of course. And needless to say, they were going to sleep in the same room when they first got there. And like they seem cordial. Yeah. I guess is the best way to say it. They're cordial, right? So they was going to sleep in the same room, but then towards the end of the night, Brett and Ryan were, Johnny asked were they sleeping in the same room, and Ryan said yes, and Brett said, Ari? She's like, Ari? So then they made a little joke that the girls would sleep together and let the guys sleep together. Yeah. But before that, they said it was 6 rooms. So the girls tricked the guys. They said they was going to sleep in the same room, but they slept in separate rooms, which left the guys with one room. So one of them ended up on the couch.
It's the quiet before the storm.
Yeah. I mean, and
it's going to be going down in them DMs.
Bao is not happy about it, honestly. She says she's doing this because this is what Johnny wants. It's not necessarily what she would have chose to do.
Johnny got a problem.
Yeah, Johnny...
He can do counseling.
If you're watching this video, Johnny, we had high hopes for you, brother. But you messed up. And you should have stayed with Bao, because not a lot of women is going to stay with you in your flip over hairpiece.
If they don't stay together, Bao will be married to somebody else by the end of the year.
Yes. Well, I don't know. She might take it hard. Or, like you said, maybe she could consider Johnny the worst that could happen to her, and But if they don't work out, it's totally Johnny's fault. And at this point, I honestly don't think it's gonna work out because he keep constantly pushing her away.
Yeah.
And Brett and Ryan is out. I still say Michaela and Zach is out. So
yeah,
that just leaves Rachel and Jose.
No spoiler alert.
And Mirla and Gil. That's gonna say Gil with an L.
Gil?
Yeah, with an L. It's gonna make it to D-Day. They're definitely gonna say yes on D-Day. Now, if they're gonna make it afterwards, it's gonna be a horse of another color. But it's time to get back to it. We'll be back in a sec.
Yeah, we back.
He just didn't want me to talk until he got in front of the camera.
We back.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we have waited 2 commercial breaks to bring you the latest, greatest, and hottest bananas.
Yeah, they having some fun. Out there.
You want to start? You start.
No, you start.
No, you start.
I can't start.
Why not?
Because I don't know what to say.
Miller and Gil, start right there.
Well, Miller and Gil went on a horseback ride. And Gil got over his fear of horses. They had a nice time. Wasn't no problems, no issues. They had a little conversation, about her, not accepting something good without being negative about something. But other than that, though, it was a nice little get together, no issues. She said, "I received what you're saying to me."
Well, she also said in her little talking interview is that being married is an adjustment, and she's going to try to change, but she can't change overnight, which I think says a lot for her, because we all thought she was just going to be like, she's mean, but we just thought she was being mean to him on purpose, attacking him. But it's just naturally who she is, but she's willing to change to stay married to him. That's a good sign. That's better than we get her credit for in the beginning. But I don't know if he can handle it. He seemed quite a little agitated with her.
Yeah.
And constantly, I think, having to have these conversations with her is starting to agitate him, I think.
Yeah.
Next.
It's on you.
Johnny and Bow. Rachel and Brett. Brett and Ryan.
Well, Brett was talking with Johnny.
Mm-hmm. Now, they was out at the target range. And I'm assuming that it was Ryan's idea because, he loved that kind of stuff.
Yeah. And
they went out on a double date. Now, mind you, these are the 2 couples who are sleeping in separate rooms.
Clay shooting.
Yes. Now, I have an observation. I think it was bad for Johnny to start hanging out with Ryan. Because the whole time he was hanging out with Jose, he was trying. Yeah, remember? Yeah. He called Jose. Jose took him to go shopping for Bow and all of that.
Yeah.
But when he started hanging out with Ryan, he's definitely been more pushing away from the relationship.
You're like the blind leading the blind.
Right. But Ryan actually wants to make up with Brett. He just realized now that he waited too long to play catch up. So he thought that he could show Brett how to do the clay shooting thing, but she didn't want no parts of it. So her and Johnny actually sit in the golf cart while Bow and Ryan did the clay shooting. And Johnny was saying, that's one of the things he admires about Bow is that she goes for it. It makes you wonder sometimes after these couples start hanging out, who should have really been put together?
Maybe they made a mistake. Put the wrong couple together.
I feel like Brett would have probably been better with Zach.
Yeah.
To be honest. And I know y'all might say, huh? But she's just looking for somebody to love. And so is Zach. And Brett.
No, I thought you said Jose's
No.
To her.
No. Brett and Zach.
Okay.
Because Brett is, she real chill. She want to have fun and stuff. She real, I think her and Zach would have made a good couple. Johnny needs some counseling. needs some super counseling.
Yeah.
And Michaela actually needs some counseling. Like, and Ryan, he just needs to go back to dating.
Oh.
Excuse my language, a bimbo, and that's that. He just needs to find him a pretty wife and let her have some babies and call it a day.
But now it's time for it to go down in the DM.
It's going down
At
in those
RealNesters.
DM.
Make sure y'all check out at RealNesters. We'll see
So,
you.
ladies and gentlemen, we are back.
And we ain't got but one thing to talk about.
No, we got
Michaela
two.
and Zach.
Well, we got two. You got Michaela and Zach, and also Brett and Ryan.
Oh yeah, well let's go brother Ryan.
Because they always easier. So, they were sitting down having a conversation because I think Brett, at this point, has finally, like, she's done. She's done with trying to play, you know, ladies know what I'm talking about. When you first start dating a guy, you know, you don't let him see you without your makeup on if you're a makeup person or your hair ratchet with your bonnet on at first.
That fake stuff will have you get them.
So, Brett was being that person for Ryan, trying to give him an opportunity to ease into their relationship. But once he told her he wanted to sleep in separate rooms, her guard done came down. So now she the homie for real. She cut and dry with it. So she broke it down to him today to just let him know, like, you know, hey, I don't understand how you thought we was going to come here and sleep in the same room when you don't want to sleep with me at home.
Yeah.
And he was saying, well, you know, I was going to put in effort and I was going to try, blah, blah, blah. And she just let him know, like, listen, you know, I'm all for giving a person whatever they want. But when you said separate rooms, that hurt me enough. You can have all the space you want, but I'm broken, so you ain't got the other Brett no more.
Mm-hmm.
Which sometimes is a good thing. People need to see you at your best and at your worst to know if they can really commit to you fully anyway. You know what I mean? It like with Mirla and Gil, she put it out there. I'm you know what? Either you like it or you don't. And they down there able to work through it. But you know, when you play nice in the beginning, then when you show your other side, people can't handle it. So Ryan really wasn't feeling what she was saying, but he was listening.
Yeah.
And he also said he didn't give up on the relationship. He still want to try because he realized that Brett is a really nice person and she's a good person. So after they finished talking, which I'm very proud of Brett because she did tell her truth now, they went and got shots.
Yeah.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment we've been waiting for, and how much time we got left. Oh, we still got almost 40 minutes left. Good gracious.
Michaela and Zach.
So it popped off earlier than we expected. We thought it was going to pop off, you know, 10 minutes at the end. And then, you know, they was going to continue it next week.
Yeah.
But they were getting along. And then they were sitting on the couch having a conversation. And basically, they already decided that they're getting a divorce. Which we knew was going to happen anyway.
Yeah.
But Zach was saying he was rehabbing the conversation in front of the camera, basically, because we seen the producers and everything in front of him. And you know, she was getting upset. So he like, well, wait a minute, we just had this conversation last night. Like, what changed? What's wrong?
Yeah.
And she got up and did her whole, you know, jump up and wiggity waggity stance and party all around stance. And, you know, that just set him off. It reminded him his biggest issue he's having with her, that she's over the top.
Yeah.
So, you know, basically what he's saying is they're going to agree to get a divorce, but he still wants to be friends and see if that lead into dating and see if they can start from zero and grow into a marriage the natural way.
Yeah. Versus
he feels like this way is too much for him and her.
But she ain't trying to hear that. She said either we're going to work it out like it is now, we don't even need to see each other.
Yeah. And he like, well, what changed since last night? So, you know, he trying to hold his composure. She doing her jumping around thing and acting like that was the first. He's saying they had the conversation the night before. She acting like it's the first time she heard it. So, you know, he was a little upset. And then finally she was like, if that's how you feel, leave then.
Oh.
He said, thank you very much.
And he was out.
And he got up and left. You guys, honestly, at the end of the day, this is the observation I was about to say. He was like, wait till we get the camera.
Yeah.
These producers whatever contract they make these people sign is awful because nobody should be forced into a position to almost borderline be abused until they finish a show. We seen Paige go through it with Chris. Like, it was, people were calling her names and saying she had low self-esteem, but nobody realized she was just trying to be the adult and keep to her part of the contract.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing it now with Zach. Because I think if Zach had his choice, this would be over already.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because he, like, her loud outbursts from where he come from, I think it's embarrassing and, like, I guess ghetto and ratchet maybe.
Yeah.
Because he's very, bougie where I come from is what we call it. Yeah. Bougie, like really uppity. So you guys, we can ready to get back into it. Because this ain't even the end. This is just the beginning of her pop-off.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll be right back. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are back.
It went down. It ain't going down in no DM. It went down in no DM.
You guys, so I can't even remember what happened beforehand, but we ended up with Michaela and Zach in their room trying to talk, and you could tell the producers was forcing it. And basically, Michaela, I guess, was so busy trying to put up her defense mechanism, she wasn't actually listening to what Zach was saying.
Yeah.
He just wanted to, like, cut their losses and go to bed and get the night over with.
Yeah.
But she had said, oh, if you want to leave, just leave. And then in the same sentence, she said, you need to stay.
Yeah.
And he like, no, I brought you here. I want to make sure you get back. And she's like, well, I don't need you. She picks up the phone and calls her sister. So Zach tried to explain to the sister, like, I'm not telling her I'm going to leave her here. I'm going to make sure she gets back. And she's like, well, I don't need you. And she starts cussing. She told him to shut the F up. Like, he's already struggling. He's not the type of person who could take verbal abuse. You could tell. Yeah. And I think that's their biggest issue. Oh, babe, what are we doing? I forgot. You forgot. Because this was so intense, you guys. I'm sorry. It was super intense. Like, they was going back and forth for about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
With this conversation. And she told him, I'll make it easy for you. Get the F out. You can leave now. And, he said, are you sure? Are you sure? So he gets up and starts packing his stuff. And, she went out and took his bag from him. She's like, remember, I'm the petty one. Bao standing in the door watching everything. And he goes back and he gets his bag. And she was like, you don't have to leave tonight. He was like, no, I do because I don't like who I am when I'm with you. Yeah. I need to leave. I'll be happier when I get back. So he go outside and he say, everybody else is still sitting outside pretty much. And he was saying goodnight to them. And I guess at some point, the guys was trying to talk to him. At least Ryan was.
Yeah.
And Michaela comes out. They didn't show like the whole thing. But Michaela started fussing at Ryan saying, get in the car and talk to him. Get in the car. Don't let him leave. And he he's a grown man. What I'm supposed to do, lay in front of the car? He was like, we was talking to him until this whole thing happened.
Yeah.
You guys, that relationship needs to be over. And I don't even think, honestly, they're going to be friends afterwards. It's too intense. It's, and she...
It's done.
Yeah, and the way she talks, telling him to shut the F up.
No hope for saving that.
Yeah, I don't even think they're going to. So we definitely know they're going to be a no on decision day. But yeah. I don't even think. She turned into like the Tasmanian devil. If y'all don't watch no other part.
But look, they can check it out right here because we're going to put a clip of that right in here, right now. Yeah. Where she just went ballistic.
Yeah, she like the Tasmanian devil. Her name should be Michaela... Taz Michaela or Michaela Devil. I'm telling you, because she went loop-de-loop.
Yeah.
She went loop-de-loop. And, Bao was trying to support her, and it freaked Bao out a little bit. You guys. I don't know. I love this show, but I don't know how many more years it's going to make it. Putting these type of people together in front of this camera is just too much. But we're back. We'll be back after these messages.
Bam. To wrap it up. We're about to wrap this show up.
And if y'all didn't know, this is James RealNester and I'm Crystal RealNester.
Oh yeah, James RealNesters.
Stop.
Oh.
Anyway, so ladies and gentlemen, we get ready to wrap this thing up. Let me tell y'all something. I don't know. I was just telling the hubby, after watching this season, I don't know if they should do this anymore. Like, people can't help but show their true self. Any anxiety or fear, whatever, it shows out on TV, whether they want it to or not.
Yep.
Long story short,
mental illness.
yeah, all of that. Zach left the night before. Michaela ended up getting her sister to come pick her up first thing in the morning. And I told you guys, I think earlier in the season, that Michaela gets embarrassed easily. So that's why she didn't show up to a lot of events in the beginning with everybody. So they're having breakfast and they had to fill Johnny in on what happened because evidently Johnny was knocked out through this whole process.
Mm-hmm.
And then they all went to one more little adventure. They went to a farm, which Michaela and Zach went to on their way in. These guys went on their way out. And Brett had made a comment that, you know, we started with 8, we end with 8. Because they were the ones who were on the honeymoon hanging out together when Michaela and Zach couldn't be. So, yeah, you guys. I think everybody seeing Michaela and Zach blow up into the extent it was made Bao and Johnny appreciate each other more. And it made Brett and Ryan appreciate each other more. So much so that Brett and Ryan actually was having a great conversation when they left. And he finally wasn't looking like a mummy who couldn't talk. So, with all of that being said, everybody's headed home in a positive space. And next week will be their individual vacations. And then the following week will be D-Day. Woo, 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 woo. So, as always, we thank you guys for hanging out with us and watching the show blow by blow.
Blow by blow.
Y'all know what we need y'all to do, though. As always, give us some thumbs up, share us out, and search us on the web at Real Nester and Real Nester. See you next week.
Peace.